It's Sunday, February 12th, 2023. I'm sitting in my quiet. I have this above my head at the moment. And I don't know how to make this message stand out, but yet humbly so. I have to remember I had a conversation with D'Afrio 1975 this morning. He brings to me this conversation. Now, the two-way mirror was on, which some people call the television, but it's a tunneling service. On it was Thunderbirds. It was a watch with a face on it that was a human face. So I don't know, as far as class goes in theater, who's on the other end of possibility of watching. Almost like when Alexander was smaller, I had a camera in his bedroom with a monitor so I could see when he was in the crib and I was in a different room to make sure he was safe. It's almost like that, but it's through the regular television anyhow. So Tifrio says to me, comes in, he says he was reading something on the Library of Congress. I have no idea how he even accesses such a thing. But he was reading, and he's a head case in like connection. So he's reading this Mary Surratt. I waited until he left before I looked up what Surratt means in another language, in a foreign tongue. But when I look at the cryptid SU, the Su et the Jew, I have to remind myself and ground myself in the conversation with him. I know I am the Fabergé egg. And they have me. It's almost like in this container of eggs, astrologically and by ABO blood protein. I am a star person. That makes me Fabergé type egg, not just this level of egg any longer. On top of that, I gave birth to a very special astrological symbolic day in passing forward to the future. That right there, those two triangles that form a star, is very important to people that follow star. But so I have the blood type and I have the astrological sign. So I know there's importance in that. And I know that they have forced me into some, as a Fabergé egg, they've, in importance in the world, they've forced me into some situation that looks like this. So when I listen to the humans, I just listen with a keen ear and know that witchcraft is going on at such high levels, it is shameful. So I'm listening to and he tells me about this Mary Surratt, and it's his antenna or his Maori that's connected to this symbolic whatever. He's looking up Mary Surratt. So I'm thinking to myself as I'm listening to him, like, is this a direct threat to my security? I mean, he's been a direct threat to my security since his arrival. But now he's spewing this story about this woman who got hung in this whatever, because I'm not even going there. And I'm like, now, is that your family? Because, again, he's a lower class than my family. And he should have never, ever found his way and been able to push in to my house. Ever. I don't know where the guards of the Fabergé are, but I don't know why I'm being treated like a chicken egg when I know people know. So there's that. And of course, I'm being housed in whatever that is. Um, so this Mary Surratt conversation, I'm like, no, that's interesting, in a foreign tongue, that came to visit while I was at the French workshop, which is like a outdoor, it was a bakery. And then I'm seated outside, and these two strangers just come up. And one says, I speak perfect Albanese, and asked what I thought the other man was speaking. I said, I don't know, it sounds like Portuguese to me, which it did. So, but do I know? No. So anyhow, and of course, it's just one of those, like, who is PB? I don't know. Who's JC28? I don't know. Who's TL? I don't know. They just arrived. So did these two men, just arrived. Who are they? I have no idea. I know who I am. I know where I'm housed. I know how I've been treated. And I know that the head case that's around me, and when I say head, I'm not talking like head of the CIA directorship importance. I'm talking about a street problem that is low class and should have never been housed nor allowed anywhere near my person. He is RH positive. That means he's this type of egg automatically. That causes bad blood between the Fabergé and the chicken farm. It's the same thing with the first bad blood, being the 1976 version, who used to tell me that I was speaking sass, whatever that means. I don't know. Where's SOS on sass? So, it seems almost like the chicken farm built up the 1976 armor, which only further hurt my person after the disgusting first attempt on my life through the crazy donkey, um, and forcing children upon me, for which I never wanted to have. I mean, I should be having Fabergé children. I should not be having chicken egg farmer. Um, so I don't understand this. I don't understand this world. I don't understand how they're behaving, how they're moving things. I'm really, but the fact that he would come at me this morning, and I know I have the monitor of the mirror and myself, and then I have he in the middle, like a head case. I mean, and it's just, and I'm seated there on the couch, and I'm listening to him, and he's like, why aren't you nice to me? I'm like, I'm cordial. That's all you'll get. Um, because I listen, because I know the head case gets signals. But again, I shouldn't be held in this level of situation with what's gone on, and knowing that there's a whole flag full, like, of people dedicated to the two triangle system. I think they fight at some point with the four corners and the eight sides of two squares. But again, I'm living on a sphere and a circle with an orb. So, again, really not clear as to when these Fabergé humanoids arrive. Why are they being treated like regular farm chicken eggs? It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way universe galaxy is broken.